morning. Welcome to the morning Ascension Gathering live from, well, our fractal. We call it the Freebird Fractal. Welcome, love muffins, in divine timing to come together in joy, in love, in unity.
What was the title again? Joy, the Fabric of the Universe?
Yeah, you picked it.
Ah, I already forgot.
Stay hydrated. I started to drink tea in the morning, and it definitely helps with my stomach. But in general, I realized yesterday how important it is to drink a lot of water. There's a lot of energy incoming. I checked the space weather yesterday, and it was really fascinating because in the graph you can see the Earth, which has, the sun side and the night side, the one that looks towards the sun and the one that goes, away from it. And usually you have all those energies and solar winds, that are coming in, measured by the Schumann resonance, hitting obviously from the sun side because the sun's hitting it. Well, yesterday around the morning hours in America, I feel there was a huge energy blast coming from the other side, like from not the sun, basically. I wonder where from. I don't know shit. But it was very fascinating. And I know that there were definitely energies popping the last 2 days, things coming out. And it's a beautiful thing for sure, because it all got to be expressed and transformed. And in those energies, that's exactly what it is. Pure light in streaming to bring out all the darkness. So it can be let go.
Okay. We'll just let everything go.
Awesome. All right. I'm going to just start looking for a video.
Okay. Cool.
Let's see.
I don't know what's going on. Things are weird because I don't really see anything coming in necessarily. Like the Schumann resonance isn't popping off that hard. There's not much really.
There was a nice spark this morning.
Yeah, but it's not like it was like a while ago. Like I just don't see it. I don't see what's going on. Like that's
right.
I'm usually pretty good at going like, oh, this energy came in and this solar flare happened, or this Schumann, or like you can barely see it.
Yeah, it's bright, but it's pretty nice. You got a smaller one and the other one is longer. They did say in the video I watched yesterday that they had a total of 12 hours simply cut out of like that whole demonstration that there was of, the space weather and how those energies moved around the planet. So I wonder if, because some of those green patterns look like really, really similar, and then you have like those blackouts every now and then. Mm-hmm. Who knows what they're showing us? I don't know. I know everyone was feeling it.
I bypass that green so much. I just only focus on that massive like spike that isn't even, like that's all white that you can't even perceive. To me, that looks like I know the green is healing. Mm-hmm. I'm well aware of that. There's just something to that white or whatever, that golden color. I don't know what it is, but it just looks like an aura, or it looks like a portal or something. And so, yeah, but I know a lot of crazy shit's been going on amongst other fractals in our own, things like that. Just like it's just been popping. It's just been like there's been a lot of popping. I'm pretty much done with it in a lot of ways. I'm just ready for us to just stop. That's my personal thing at this point, is I'm ready for it to all just end. Joy, the fabric of the universe. This was something that we, picked up a little nugget from one of the girls' live streams. If you haven't subscribed already, go for it. And because there's a lot there. And there was something that Mom had written or had said, I forget now, but one of them, she had expressed that joy is the fabric of the universe. And joy and gratitude are the highest vibrations, and that's what we have to focus on.
Joy is the
highest vibration,
fabric of the universe, and gratitude the wind under your wings.
Okay, so there you go. Yeah, so that's what you have to do to really ascend. And it really comes back to the fact that you have to be happy with your life. Just be love and simple service. Love you, Buddha. You just have to, you have to really be able to be present with what you're doing, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy. And ultimately, your biggest service is being present in the moment of now. It's not even about doing anything. Whatever you do to get in the present moment of now is all good. And I just see the dishes, because that is a big meditation. How do you teach someone to, I'm looking at the Karate Kid. How do you teach someone how to fight? Wax on, wax off. Well, it's the same thing as washing a dish, right? It's the same motion. So I feel that we have to do those simple things, because that's what keeps us trained in our own heart, because they are simple things and they're motions that we've always done. And I feel they kind of rewire you, because these simple little things are what create your neural pathways, that what you do on a day-to-day basis and is essential to your overall growth. That's why we talk about the disciplines and things like that.
I like Buddha, he says we have a responsibility to be happy. Yes, for sure, for sure. We have, the other day I read something that said that our peaceful revolution is joy, is to be, in joy, to enjoy even things like washing the dishes. And one thing that someone once shared with me, and it's quite true, I'm very grateful, because it helped me, a lot to just push through in life, is sometimes you just have to start to find that motivation, like your egos, you see, for example, the lawn needs to be mowed, and you look at it every day and you're like, oh yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. But if you just start and you smell the fresh cut grass, and you realize the birds are kind of flying around and the sun's shining, and you're pushing your mower, and all of a sudden you realize it's not that bad. I actually really enjoy that. And that's what you got to do sometimes. And it is so important to realize that how we talk, how we think, all of that already is like the root of joy. It's not only to try to be externally happy and run around smiling. It's about, even changing your expression and changing your own thoughts. Like whenever you realize a thought comes in that is lower, that is bringing in, stealing your joy, like, oh, I gotta go to that appointment tomorrow at 8, and you're like, that's tomorrow, and then it drags you out because you're already thinking about whatever happens tomorrow, instead of being in joy in that present moment. So watch yourself, stay in the now, don't slip into the past, it's already gone, or the future not gonna come the way you expect it necessarily anyways.
I have no idea what's going on.
And make sure you just speak positively. Like, for example, stay with the lawn mowing. And if you talk to yourself in the heart the entire time, like, I don't like lawn mowing. It's, I'll get all the green stains on my pants, and I don't like pushing that heavy thing. And, you start expressing, I don't like. Well, that's the ego. Doesn't matter what you don't like. It is a beautiful task. It can be, your neighbor can be out there whistling and skipping around with his lawnmower and being complete joy with the same task. What's the difference? It's the, perceiving of the person. So your intention matters. The way you go around things, and, the way, your intention towards something. So if you, go and be like, all right, I'm going to push through this now, and I'm going to just breathe real deeply and do my best to enjoy this task. And at the end, you see yourself smiling, and it was great. And all this, expressing and those thoughts were literally just your ego chatter trying to tell you not to do something. So be heartful of that. I'm reading a book right now, The Unethered Soul.
Untethered.
Untethered.
Tethered.
I don't even know what it means, but the book is
untethered great. A tether is like a rope. something
Oh,
taught.
cool. So it's basically the unleashed soul.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Where the horse is running on the,
exactly. Got
on
a
the
horse
beach
in the
and-
front with the thing. Yeah. And that book's talking about this chitter chatter of the mind, and starts to ask who is that really? Like, is it you're talking? I mean, you're the one listening to yourself, right? So who's that voice talking? Is your mind.
Well, or it's your higher self.
Right.
That's the biggest flip.
Or like, from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll see. That's the thing. When you feel into what's going on, or you ask a question or what have you, the way that I have been taught, I know everyone's appreciating my clean face, but I'm going to have a story about mom first. Test passed. And so I remember a long time ago when I first met mom, that she said when she asks a question and seeks information and confirmation on the guidance that she's asking for, she brings the information, the energy of the information of the question into her heart and brings it up to her brain and back down to her heart 3 times. Now, what I had to always do is get very clear. I came and said, so wait. And so I've suggested this before. I'm going to say it again. It's that important to your joy, because this is a part of the fabric of your joy, is to tap in and really get information through. And you can. I'm giving you the nugget, because how do you really do that? Oh, I don't know. What if I'm not clear? How could I get information like that? Breathe. I highly recommend that you breathe as you do it. I highly recommend, before you even begin the process, just breathe in and out 3 times, like you're going into a meditation. First and foremost. Then once you've done that, you really feel peace. You feel calm. And just tell yourself that you are clear. You're clear. I can get any information through. I'm an open vessel for my higher self to come through. Now, as you breathe, bring the energy up. Go.
I just cracked.
I did. I just cracked behind my heart. And that's what it does. I just cracked in the same spot, and up here just cracked, and my nasal passage just cracked. So as you're breathing, you're bringing in this extremely high dimensional information in, and then through that, you are cracking out any density that's trying to stop you from getting that information through, because your ego will do everything it can to stop you from learning about who you are and what you're here to do and what your next step is. I mean, that is it. You in the present moment of now, what does love do now? And you go and do that. That's everything, because it's a domino effect into the higher. So just breathe it in as you do this. It's so essential. We all have to. I have to learn to breathe more. I'm really just doing this exercise because me and Kat decided to argue right before stream. So now I just want to be calm again. Because I want to be fully transparent. And I also love you all. Thank you. I have no idea. What did Hope say?
She's so funny.
If you're from... Wait, okay. There's so much more going on in these comments. I had to shave.
Look.
I'm so grateful.
She goes, he shaves and looks older. How?
What do you mean? I look younger. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what? I'll take it.
Grandpa.
Okay. Call me grandpa. Because no man could ever hold the grandpa energy in the field. So here I am.
Oh, no. Oh, that's why. Yeah.
No, it's true. I mean, T can't, because he's too much of a dad to be the grandpa, but he'll get there. He'll be Grandpa T. That's for sure.
This is so funny.
And then what else did she say?
Well, when you're from Philly, that energy permanently is in your soul. You're from Philly because
what? What do you wait? No, wait. What do you?
Mike said, "I'm transforming my accent, and you're still stuck to yours." I don't even know. It's funny, I feel some accents never go fully away.
It's funny because Mom never said anything about my accent ever, but we always said that accents are not divine because it shows your program. So maybe I still got a little bit of Philly to deal with, I will admit, I've had a lot of thoughts about going back to Philadelphia. And then I reflect a little more, and I just go, nah. And then I do my best to tap in with it. And I hear, you're not going to ever go back there.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Hope. I kind of felt like, because everyone is like, oh, where are you from? Peru? And I'm like,
they're so dumb.
Greenland? No.
It's like they don't want to offend you. Oh, what's your native language?
And I'm like,
Yes.
From Germany.
Have some fun. Have some fun. Mike would like me to play some Hall & Oates.
I don't even know.
She's
I
like,
don't even know.
do we have royalty-free Hall & Oates? Maybe I'll do some I see it. It's hard to express. I was just saying this to Kat. It's been so difficult at moments to actually talk, even though I have an image of what I'd like to say, but I can't speak it. Maybe it's not time yet. That's why.
It's funny.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised. Yo, don't go to West Philly. Anyone that goes to Philadelphia, don't. It's not a joke. I'm being dead serious. That's where all the murder happens in South Philly and West Philly. Thank God I was on the opposite end of the far northeast. But no, seriously, don't go to West Philly. It's nasty. It's nasty.
Mom said it. Get out of the cities.
And I was saying that, a year and a half, 2 years ago. I remember doing streams with the girls out on the lawn too. Please, we've been telling you for so long. And then we played that video from Mom a couple of days ago when we did stream. And she literally started to talk about delta brainwaves and that is God consciousness. That is Christ consciousness. Okay. And then on top of that, that is the brainwave for that is like this because you have no stress. So, but it's in essence the highest. It's kind of like golf because it's the slowest. It makes you the highest consciousness because you're observant. That's what God would be doing, constantly observing, right? So in the cities, it's the exact flip of that. You are so in yourself, you are so stressed out, and your waves are going like this that you are literally living in a lower vibe. You're living in egotistical environments. Cities are ego. We are not designed to live like that. It is not normal. It's only in the last 100, 150 years that we've even lived, barely lived like that.
And I mean, it's all designed to literally take energy. Like concrete is literally draining energy. It's so dense that it's draining the energy. It's crazy, but I heard, I don't know where it was, somewhere in America where I was walking barefoot on the concrete for like quite a moment. It was one of the white stuff on sidewalk.
I know what you're talking about.
The white stuff.
Yeah, it's white. Yeah.
Yeah, and
they made it lighter.
My feet started hurting. It was so weird. As soon as I stepped, like it was grass coming up. As soon as I stepped on the grass, walking through the grass, my feet started tingling, and all the pain just went away. And I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" It was so weird.
Nerve. No, they're showing me like a nerve. It's nerve damage because you're getting I want to say yeah, please go on, say your comment. Go on.
Vahobi shared that babies are born into delta brainwaves, and it makes sense.
Yeah,
sure.
Because that's why they are born like wide-eyed, open, and like don't really focus too much on anything in particular because there's so much going on for them. So yeah, I don't know what the name is for that with your nerve endings, but they're showing me that when you live in cities and you live in concrete and you work on concrete, you are essentially killing your feelings. That's what you're doing. It's learning, it's cutting, it's literally they're again showing me they're actually force feeding the reptilian brain. They are taking you into pure pain pleasure, and they're making sure that if you don't like something, you go do this instead. But what do? They're basically electrocuting your feet. By putting the concrete down and hurting your feet, they're electrocuting you, forcing you into somewhere they want you to go. It's a complete control mechanism. It's like it is a Faraday cage. It's like its own experiment. And you have to understand that even people who are in like education realms, I read this. We have our Telegram chat. If you aren't already on Telegram, 5D full disclosure, Telegram chat, get on it. Telegram is actually, I just saw something that might be throttling us now on there. They might be like, bucking our information and not letting it get out, which sucks. But it is our highest level of ability to put out information rather than anywhere else at the moment. So check it out. And this guy was talking about education, that he is like a development. What was it? Like he has a degree in how people learn. So he is someone who is in the business, the educational realm of how do people get educated? How do they really learn? And he had this whole thing I read in the Telegram chat. And the one thing basically I can remember now was that homework doesn't help at all. They found that out. doesn't help.
Yeah.
Whatsoever. That we really don't. I want to say, yeah, Pamela, thank you. It's neuropathy. That's what I felt. Thank you when it comes to the nerve endings. Yeah, they don't really know how people learn. They have no clue. He made that really clear. He said, we haven't been doing this, but for 100 years, the way that education's designed. That's how long we've been doing it, barely. And he's like, we don't really know how people really learn yet. We have a few things that we know don't work, like homework. There's a couple other things too, but it was fascinating information because of what he's being vulnerable and saying that we don't really know anything yet. We're still learning. So we have to understand that we are in a position right now, literally. This isn't just some metaphysical, spiritual nonsense that everyone wants to make it sound like. These are practical things that are going on. We are moving away from one way of living into another, and we have to be happy about that. You can't be upset about it. It doesn't work. And they're pinging me on this, so I just want to share. Like, here's a great thing. This is something I've been researching. So right now we have a chip shortage. I don't know if everyone's aware of that, but because of the way that chips and semiconductors are created. What was that? You good?
Yeah, you already changed the topic, and I wanted to throw in.
Okay, good.
Go to Crystal Schools.
Yes, Crystal Schools.
There you go. You can't only talk about the fucked up system. You got to point out what the higher solution is. It's the Crystal Schools. It's everything they didn't teach us. Everything they stripped away from us. Everything of true reality. Crystal Schools are designed for, the young children and the grown-up children as well to come together in their freedom and in their creativity to learn and, hard about things, whatever it is they want. We have every month a curriculum out that can go about universal law. It can be about the transitionary government. It can be about, for example, the elementals. That was a cool one, really beautiful, about dragons and fairies and all that kind of stuff. And it's here to literally just bring joy and to make sure that, we know about the true creation, universal law, right action, how to function truly as the energetic being we are, together in unity and harmony. And on the other side, like I said, to really bring back imagination and creativity. So Crystal Schools are up and running. We have a whole website for them. New Earth Crystal School or Mother Earth Crystal School?
I frankly don't know. And I'm just going to be frank because we're still in transition of it all. It's a big thing. So I would really just pray that all of you do your own research too.
For sure.
Because I love when the trolls are just like, they just regurgitate their information and from other people. I'm like, okay, cool. Then just do your own research. That's perfectly fine. I feel that we grab a lot of different information and are able to discern it and look at it and actually present to you a lot of golden nuggets that I feel are really valuable. That's how I perceive it. Because yes, the gold is already there. It's Mama created everything. All the information is God's, and we're just here to let it filter through us. And whatever picks up in us is, for us too. And then you and me, right? You're feeling me right now, right? You're resonating and you're like, oh yeah, that sounds about right. Because hey, guess what? We have similar energy. And that's the point. It's about interacting, right? Isn't true joy that? There's some good comments though. I wanted us to read too.
Yeah, the one with the choice, like
Anna Ray Aurora had said something really good.
And it's basically that joy. Yeah, she worked with a neurosurgeon who was researching the moment of joy, and the actual, like, when joy happened was by solving a problem.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And not what did she say? And they said, with solving problems, not resolutions, just the act of. And then she said, working through a problem, whether it was what color goes next to another, or if it was how to parallel park. Joy is in solving the quote unquote problem. So I guess it's the, that's a great way to put it, because what do they always say? That it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So I would say that's how I would put it, is that it's not about the destination, the solution. It's about the journey or the experience of getting, because you're always in the experience. Your destination arrival is that's it. But most of your moments are spent in the journey, and actually, you got to enjoy it. And that's why Mother always said, stop and smell the roses. Have a moment. That moment will literally slow time down. You'll be like that movie where back in the 90s or 2000s where they had the watch that slowed down time. It wasn't a time, didn't stop time, but it slowed everything down so much that they could get everything done. And that's exactly what it is. And because I watch it, I watch how people don't know what they're doing. They're walking around in lower frequencies. They're spinning. But I walk as I walk, it's just sunshine. Because I just watch it. I see it. And I'm over here now. Okay, I'm there. And now it's over there now. And then you just go in a flow. And you just overcome all things. And that doesn't mean that that's our daily experience. Sometimes it's not like that. But that's a great way to go, ooh, wait. Am I in the fabric of the universe? Am I in the flow? No, I got to pull back. I don't care. I got to drop the weight, whatever. It doesn't matter what I'm doing or what I got to go do. Just slow down. That means you got to slow down even more because you need to be in the present moment. Yeah.
Present moment. Yes. And what that reminds me of is how, all right, angels, it was in the book. Okay, how the ego is literally trying to fit the outside world to your narrative. There are inner cracks. There is, an inner problem or just lower frequencies we hold on to because of, I don't know what it could be, like anything. An experience that was bad, or an argument, or whatever it is, like something where your mind is holding on to your belief system, your comfort zone, what you want to do. And as the I person of the ego mind, it has the self as the thing. And in that book it is also described how that basically it's a task your mind never, ever, ever gonna be able to fix. Like at some point in our lives, we gave our mind the task to fix our problems outside of us. And I'm just gonna take you as an example for this morning.
You're gonna take me? She's taking me, everyone.
Use you as an
She's
example
gonna use me now.
Where this morning, no, it was all of a sudden this, oh, but I don't like it, and I never liked this, and the setup, and like all those problems coming out of where there was, trying all of a sudden wanting to fix and change the outside because of whatever internal thing. Like if you're internally centered and, well rested in the heart, comfortable, not in the comfort zone, but, comfortable with yourself, then no matter what is coming, you can either surrender or you can, stay in the heart and just bring a solution, change something up if you don't like something. But at the end of the day, your mind will never be able, even if you change and control your entire external world. You can do that. You can, control the whole meal plan for the week or the whole month and, whatever.
I love those people that make all the meals for the week.
I know. But that takes away your joy of the present moment. I like to tap in, when we're going to have tonight, chicken enchiladas, what we're going to have today. And, it's very spontaneous, and it's always internal. So no matter how much your mind tries to fix anything in the external, it's not going to be able to. If you're irritated, if you're triggered, if there's something that you would like to change because you don't like it, ask why. Is it because you have to leave your comfort zone? Is it, what is it that brings this feeling up? And at the very end, just focus on a solution. That's where the joy comes in. And we just heard it, like joy is the moment of the solution of a problem. And
Jerry.
Jerry? What? Yes, come to dinner. We got a lot.
She always makes more than enough.
I know. And then I give it to our landlord some and here something. And I don't know. It's hard to cook for not many. But yeah.
I don't know. I just want to say that it looks like we just jumped to like 6 extra people joined.
Oh, so wow. Cool. 35 is high.
Yeah, it was like 28.
I love you.
So.
Chicken and
okay.
It's funny, out of what I
Yes.
expressed, that's what stick.
Yeah. Don't you understand, Kat? No one cares about all this with that. They just want to have fun. They're looking for chicken enchiladas. You know what they're looking for, really? Chicken parmesan. Just saying.
Parm.
Just saying. Miss your cooking, Kat. That's beautiful. She's been doing very well with the cooking. I'm very grateful.
I love you.
It's different because it's different ways of cooking, that we didn't learn. So that's cool. Wow, so much. Just be happy. I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it okay? I just, we can go for longer than an hour. I'm just saying. I just want to throw that out there.
Oh, yes.
We can do that. I like going a little longer when we do it because there's so much going on.
Right.
And we're doing it on the weekends now, which is awesome. Love you, Jerry and Buddha. And everyone else.
Thank you for the stream.
Thank you, Hope and Aora. They had some, really good streams recently too. And I love listening to them and then giving you a little nugget and giving you a preview of what you could get with that. And just one of the big things, I just keeps coming back to me because it's something I've been researching that's close to my heart, is that I brought up a chip shortage. It's not a potato chip, Mike. Okay, so I don't know if you realize this, but microchips are in everything. And I don't mean
everything.
Yeah, I don't mean just everything, in the sense of like, yeah, it's there, it's here. No, I mean that there are multiple microchips sometimes in one single thing, like cars. If you don't know this, now the way the
washers
or washers, dryers. Seriously, we just bought a washer for the place we're staying at. It's a month to get it because of the chip shortage. That's why. So I don't know if you're aware of this, but they're like Toyota as a vehicle company is down 40% in production because of the fact of the chip shortage. Stick with me here, even if it doesn't truly interest you. I have a quantum perspective on this. Chip shortage because are they working on the tiny one to implant in people? No, I don't look at it like that. Stop going into your fear frequencies. There's no need to look at it like that. There's a beautiful reason for it. So the chips go in cars, and there's many chips. Many chips, right? For the braking, for the steering, for the fluid, for the tire, this tire. I'm pretty sure there's a chip for each single tire now so that they can, do all these different new advanced things with cars, which are pretty cool. They're basically driving themselves now. That's what we're moving into, right? Elon Musk just upgraded the firmware for the autopilot system in Tesla, and it's even better now. Okay. And he's almost there for full autonomy. That's what he had said. I'm bringing all this up because it's interesting to watch the chip shortage happen. And then at the same time, I'm doing research on Google creating what is called a time crystal. Literally, that's what it said in the article.
Oh, yes, guys, it's a time crystal.
So what in all that is holy is a time crystal? Well, somehow they isolated this silicon-based crystal. And what have we been saying the whole time? That you're going to move into silicon-based life forms and out of carbon-based life forms. And we are literally evolutionizing. And that the sun itself is going to spew out energy that will literally make us evolve. Okay. Yeah, but I don't want to talk about how Elon's a bullshit. We already know that Elon Musk is a poster boy for what this stuff is. He is not the one creating it. Someone is behind him, giving him the stuff to do it. They're probably incepting him. Literally like Inception, where he thinks it's his idea, but really it's just someone else's idea. Still not the point. I don't care about the people that are making these things and then this about them and that. It's the fact that our life is changing. And so we're witnessing how these newer cars are not being made anymore, which is also creating a bubble in and of itself when it comes to vehicles, especially used vehicles. I'm telling you all this because Google has been making and working on this thing called a time crystal. In parallel to that, you have new companies coming out that are participating in quantum computing. There are 3 different ways to create a quantum computer, and they basically all range in different ways of doing it. One is where you have to keep it at sub-zero temperatures, and that's the big, giant quantum computer that you're probably mostly aware of. Well, now a new company has been working on making an artificial diamond, basically, that then is able to help and assist in creating a quantum computer that can then fit into your phone. Okay. So I'm listening to this, and this company's brand new, only a couple of years old that started this, and they're not even on the stock market. So, but they just went through a round of funding. Okay. These are all important things. People want to, oh, that's cabal and that's this, because I can feel you. These are things that affect your life. And these are things that I'm watching enjoy happen. Because I had a click. I went, why are we having a chip shortage? I'm reading all about chips and everything. I'm like, interesting. It takes 6 months to make a semiconductor, but every 2 weeks they need one to make something. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Well, what's going to happen? I feel that through all of this, you're going to watch regular chips fall away from society. You're not going to be using microchips like we used to, because it's already happening. And then through that, these quantum computing chips are going to come out with time crystals in them. And I really feel that's going to be the revolution towards a new way of technology. It's going to open the pathway for med beds and, anything to really, really open up.
What I see through all of that is, on the one hand, either if it's the school system, or those chips, like you can look at it in the lower and see like, oh no, there's this shortage. Oh no, the school system is falling apart. People don't send their children anymore to the school. All of these changes, everything that is happening right now on this planet can be looked at in the highest, can be looked at as, yes, it's grand, it's changing. It might suck at the present moment. It might look like chaos. It might feel a little disturbing because everything is grumbling away and, things are just changing. But it's the grandest change ever. And it can be only grander. And I mean, from where we came, it definitely can only be grander.
Yeah, it can only get better from here.
Yes. So, yeah, let's bring on the time crystals and the... quantum everything
computing.
And
No, it's a revolution,
it only
man.
Makes sense though. Like quantum physics.
Yes,
is one thing that brought me personally closer to God.
She's right. Fourth industrial revolution. Because what's going to happen? I'm lighting up. This is what we're all about. I love you all so much, and thank you for the space to express. And then we will get to Mom. Mm-hmm. You are moving away from working, from a job. Okay, been doing the research I love this. I was telling Kat this, that when I met Mother God, it all got wiped. Everything I had ever learned got wiped. It was to keep me in the moment with her and not know anything. Otherwise, I probably went into super ego multiple times over and over again. Now that Mom has ascended, it's like a dam opened up. It's like a floodgate opened. And all this stuff I researched is coming back. It's all flowing back in. So universal basic income is already here. It's already happening. Kat can attest to this. In Germany, she was able, to be helped because she had a child there when she was there. You have been getting constant unemployment benefits for the last year, which are ending now. And they're already looking at implementing a universal basic income. I see that in my feed. And then we're talking on a regular feed of, regular information, nothing crazy. I'm not like researching on some alternative website. No, it's just my phone's news feed. And I'm watching this. I'm watching it happen. I'm talking to people who are 70 years old who have been through war and see the energy coming. The robots are already here. Come on. We already have, obviously people are robotic, but people have been working on the technology to consistently do jobs that we once did. And now the machine does the job. It's already been going on. It's already a robot. That Tesla that has autopilot, that's a robot. Straight up, it drives itself. So as this happens more and more and more, and I'm watching it as a precursor in the present moment of now, because people aren't working, they can't get anyone to hire, because no one really wants to work these menial labor jobs where they're not appreciated and paid very little. Okay, there's more to your life than that. And essentially, you're going to see that we don't have to be doing these things anymore. We're going to have a lot more free time. So start embracing that in the present moment of now by finding your joy in doing just that, and follow your heartstring towards all of those different things that make you grateful for living life. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm done. Thank you, Mother God.
No, you're good. And it was cute. Someone asked, like, I'm a hairdresser. What am I going to do in the future?
Oh my God, I've had those questions.
The beautiful thing is we're moving into a reality where you don't have an assigned job and assigned thing. I heard Hobie drawing a picture of one of the Rick and Morty seasons she watched, and basically like there was a planet with beings that had been born there, whatever, and they literally got programmed to be, some of them had to be librarists, some of them had to be doctors, some of them had to be policemen, and they all had their programming of what to be. And that's kind of what is what is happening, what happened to us. I remember hard being in school, and my Earth Day was like, why don't you be a psychologist? Why don't you be, this, that, the other thing? And I looked at him and I was like, I'm done with school. Like, I just said my whole entire life growing up into a room, I'm going to go ride horses now. So in 5D, you can do everything and, nothing at the same time. It's not about work, about the job. You're not going to have it to sustain, because we're going to live in an abundance that's already there. The planet has enough to, nourish humanity, all animals. There's enough water, enough food, enough space, enough everything. We just have to go about it differently. There's big beings that have the monopole on this, and, like Nestle, for example, that get all the water rights and stuff and then sell it for expensive. It's not going to be like that anymore. It's going to be a equal energy exchange of things that, I do for you and you do for me. You might be able to do plumbing jobs. I might be able to, jobs? Do your gardening or something like that. And definitely hair and hairdressers, I feel, is in a very artistic, creative job.
Of course.
So you can even, do crazy hair art or whatever. That's the beautiful thing.
And those types of questions, let it go.
Oops.
Just hit it again. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. You're not the first person who's a hairdresser that's asking what they're going to do in 5D. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you can ask my mom. She's on the stream. She went to hairdressing school and never became a hairdresser. So, it just is life. Okay. You move along, but permacultural sustainable communities. Well, interestingly enough, that's why I feel Kat and I and Sarah are here at the Moons, because that's exactly what we're working on. We are working on being sustainable, 100% green energy, straight up, and really working on the farm aspect of everything, learning how plants grow, really appreciating nature. I can hear the birds right now.
Yeah, I agree. Hope said we definitely gonna need galactic hairstyles in 5D.
Have fun.
Yeah, so true.
The girls are like, yeah, we're gonna do that, right? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Yes, we're gonna do that.
Sure,
I mean, mom loved to be, like dressed up, and I was hard when that one time, it was very early when I found mom, and she shared some pictures in the Yippie chat, and I was like just blown away, because she had this like fascinating glitter makeup and stuff. So in moments, even Whitney Houston came through to help her with that, and it's a beautiful thing. It doesn't, like, I feel it's this hobo hippie programming.
It's gross.
Like, just letting yourself go.
Some people disgust me at the way that they treat themselves. And I know that I have my own blocks to overcome with that too. Yet there's this massive thing, and I'm showing you an individual now too, in the spiritual community where people are like, yeah, I'm spiritual. Yet you're a fucking hobo. You're a fucking dirty hobo. And you are choosing your lifestyle. You act like you're somehow this holier than thou type of person, and you literally look like a pig that's been in the dirt. And I know pigs are very clean ultimately, but you're allowing yourself to be let go, and you're involving yourself with people that have let themselves go, and all you're doing is just keeping yourself in a lower state of being.
It's always about the balance with it, with everything. Like I don't wake up right now, to be honest.
But you're beautiful,
like,
so
and that's one thing that I like. But it's still about this like self-love, even through that. The creativity with thyself, that you can look in the mirror and be like smiling at yourself and be like, nice, yes, all right, cool, let's rock it together today.
And that's the thing too, is that mom would say, if you're wearing clothes with holes in them, that's white trash. That there's no need to be dressed like that. You have every right as a sovereign being of God, a divine love muffin, whatever you want to call it. You have every ability. Okay, all right.
It
What's
just
going
brought
on?
me to it's so funny.
What are they doing? To look beautiful and look great. You can always dress great.
Never, ever, ever judge a book by its cover.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a fun experience because Mike just said something, you know, if you're a dirty hobo, go to the dollar store, get some soap. So we met a person. We're going.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's so funny. So we're going out to a river, and it was a beautiful area where some people just wild camped, and we were sitting there, just grounding and enjoying the scenery. And then this guy comes over with a pot with a little bit of water in it and a spoon and his dog. He just puts his chair there. He sits down and starts playing the pot with water with his spoon. Mm-hmm. Beautiful, creative, expression.
Like from 1970, the pot was old.
And he had gray dreadlocks down to his ass. He looked like obviously doesn't have a shower out there, but it's so funny. And then the next day we saw him, and he's
Don't say it. Don't say he is.
No. He was the manager assistant, or he was not the manager, but
he's like the backroom stock manager,
right?
Of Dollar General.
Of a Dollar General, and I looked at him, and I was just cracking up, laughing about this person who lives literally in his camper at the river, but has that job, and I don't know. It was really funny. And
it's not Dollar General; it's Dollar Tree.
It doesn't matter.
I know.
It's really funny.
Anyway.
That was crazy.
Mike found it funny.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for
sharing. I'm gonna send you a picture of that guy too, but the next time when I'm in that store,
we gotta find him.
He looks so displaced in this store, literally, this long gray.
No, you know what? I'm gonna say nay-nays to that, because there's another younger gentleman there that almost looks like his mini version,
son, right?
Yeah, he's not his son. It's like his mini
version. Manager.
He is the manager. So either way, the manager at Dollar Tree is a long dreaded hippie, and that's cool. He's cool, you know what I'm saying? He was a cool dude. So, galactic hairstyle. Messy buns is a galactic hairstyle. I like that.
Absolutely.
All right, we got it.
Yes, please.
Okay,
we enjoy so much.
Because I could talk forever, but Mother God has something to say. I feel.
Let's see how I can do this. So it
looks like this was from Mount Shasta.
Yeah, it's called "Important Message of the Crystal Children," so that's cool. I'm just gonna.
Interesting.
Right.
I know the Crystal Children came to her at one point and talked to her.
Greetings, everyone. We are here with a post-eclipse update and a special message from the crystals. Greetings, love beings. We are live from Galactic Hub. Wow, and my heart's beating. Hang on a second. Oh boy, in a train.
Oh boy.
Okay. Greetings, love beings. We are live from Galactic Hub. Lots of exciting events have been unfolding from this end, which we will be sharing with you, and we will continue to share in these video updates as they occur. As well as we have a special message from the Crystal Children, and this is Mother God and the First Contact Ground Crew team. Honored, very honored, to be at your service in the new earth, heaven on earth. Thank you for being love and choosing love. Our most recent event of the blood full moon and the eclipse was simply amazing for the team, and the reports we are getting from the waivers experiences are amazing as well. We experienced and received reports from others experiences of codes coming in, bodies vibrating, greater and higher states of joy, grand visions, vivid dreams, initiations, lots of releases, synchronistic events, extreme life-changing events, which we shared could occur for many of you, and being able to communicate more with their guides and angels. So that's been very exciting. And this is a result because as you dissolve the ego, the more that the consciousness awakens so that you can begin tapping into the divine intelligence where we're all connected. All the angels are connected. Everybody's connected. You can speak with anybody at any time via thought. Michael, anybody. So And the more that the ego dissolves, the more that these higher frequencies begin coming in, and the experiences that come with those, which are surprises always that we're finding out at this point level. So our next game-changing event is our incoming Cardinal Cross. We do have Easter coming up tomorrow, which should be interesting energies for everybody. And we will be able, we're going to bring lots of a light in tomorrow. Also, here is the message from the Crystal Children. And I'm honored to deliver this for sure. Very beautiful energy they are. The crystals have collected, what the crystals have done is that behind the scenes, via telepathy, they created their own web of light. And it was undetectable by anything, of course, from the lower dimensions. And so now they're going to share with you a message about their role right now in this. Okay, message from the Crystal Children at your service. Greetings, our family. We are here in service to Mother Earth, and the process is now underway for the new Earth manifestation. Mother Earth is at 0 point, meaning heaven on earth energies, awaiting your arrival, and all waivers are to move forward at this time. We are also now integrating our web of light grid we have created with each other to merge with Mother Earth and the unified field. This was part of the divine plan, and this will increase the light quotient and strength of the new earth energies and the unified field for fifth dimensional frequencies manifestation. This completion will trigger the event. Energetically speaking, this amount of light will significantly impact this planet and all on her in many ways and many levels. And this will coincide with the incoming astrological events. Our roles right now are to stand with Mother Earth to support this process and unfoldment. As we integrate, we will be helping the waivers as part of our next roles of service. We are honored to be a part of this amazing event of the return of our Mother Earth, the Queen of this universe and beyond, back in her rightful place in this universe, which is the heart and the center. This completes the old creation, and a new story has indeed begun as one. We will periodically be sharing updates with all of you. We love you, and you may connect with our collective energy at any time. Oh. Sweet energy from them. Okay. Message to all the waivers. All first group, 144,000, are now completely integrating into the unified field. Ready or not. These eclipse energies have propelled those who are ready into more tangible 5D frequencies. As a result of the frequency change, this could feel like a loss of something or a numbness experience towards the old energies and anyone associated with the lower energies. Many may be feeling disoriented or disconnected feeling as you move into higher vibrational frequencies. And so this is something, many of you have experienced this before. It's kind of like a void feeling, and you have to disconnect to reconnect, basically, into the higher ones. So we had huge, this past eclipse was huge for that. So many people just jumped right in, and it was very, very beautiful to witness. So all energy is in alignment, and any resistance, what this is talking about is all the energies are in alignment for manifestation, and everybody has a unique frequency role and a contract. Everybody plays a part. Everybody's part of this that has chosen by choice to move up into fifth dimensional frequencies. So this is all ready. This is in alignment. So any resistance to this will create more pain and suffering for yourself. So now is the moment. Get into meditation. Call in your angels and guides. Ask for assistance and guidance. Let go of all your baggage and just jump so that you can enjoy this adventure and ride home into the light, because that's what's happening. All 144,000 are now integrating completely into the unified field. This would be the higher selves, and now the lower, or ego, must completely go to 0 point, which would mean its complete dissolvement. We use the words must, as this was a part of the choices and contracts for the 144,000 group. All of this group was contracted and a part of the divine plan. So we have no idea what this looks like. We'll have to see how it unfolds. And we also have a new section of, we'd like to share with you about the documentation and the events that have been happening for us. So we're going to share in these daily or every other day updates, or whatever they come out, what we've experienced as far as visions, events. One of the things that happened during the eclipse is that we were having a galactic love party in our chat room, and the link is below, by the way. We have them every other evening at 4 p.m. Pacific. And so we were having an eclipse party, and all of a sudden in front of me, I saw the vision of 144,000 beings, which blew up into light in the unified field, the heart. It was amazing vision. So I had that vision. When I looked back down at the chat room, we were chatting in the box. 5 seconds later, a new person entered the room, and their name was Heartspace 144. So that was an amazing synchronistic event. Can't make that stuff up. My mouth dropped open. It's like, wow. So that's kind of an example of some of the synchronistic events that we have with visions. We also saw during the eclipse as I was looking at the moon, I saw the extract of like someone pulling a tooth out, extract of illusion, and then pouring love energy in. So that was a very beautiful event. Let's see. Also that night during the eclipse, we were out here. It was 11 o'clock at night when it all started. We were also asked to release the crystal children codes and the starship codes that evening for activation. And so the next part of this, the first day of our eclipse event, which was the 15th, the event that happened, 3D was signed off. It ended, basically. And we're talking etheric. These are like visions, etheric messages, and actual physical events, too, that we have video and photo documentation of. So what happened is 3D was signed off, and the new story began. So on the second day of the eclipse, Mother Earth, we had the ceremony for Mother Earth for the return, and a surprise wedding. So this ceremony was to take her rightful place back to the center of the universe. Very funny event as we were going to this, heading for the ceremony which was in Shasta, at the headwaters there in Shasta. The car in front of us had the license plates 777 XO. We're like, wow, that's pretty cool. And another one when we were coming back was Love Light. So that was kind of interesting as well. So let's see, the third day was a surprise event in Mount Shasta. Again, as the whole Mount Shasta city, this area was covered in cloud ships. Not all of them were ship energy, but a lot of them were, and we captured that on video. It was amazing, beautiful, wow. And it just happened to be, after the night before, forgot about this one, was the decloaking codes. So then the next day we had this surprise event, and we weren't even going to Shasta that day, so that was really a surprise for us. Okay, so that's some of the events that have happened. Some of the codes, all waivers have received their codes. Also, the new creational codes for the new story are in. These are all in the unified field and also delivered wherever they're supposed to be, not really sure at this point. So codes delivered and activated, crystal codes and activations, starship codes, decloaking codes, heaven on earth codes. We already said the waivers and the new creational codes. So, wow. Lots of things are happening. It is all happening, everyone. So, yeehaw. Heaven on earth. So, We will end transmission in Love Everywhere Present, Heaven on Earth, the new story in creation based on truth, unconditional love, true equality, peace, balance, harmony, wholeness of being, joy, and true abundance. We're on our way home into the light.
Woo-hoo.
And it is victory for the light. Mwah. Stay tuned for our next update. We love you. Love the First Contact Ground Crew team.
Woo!
Hello.
That's awesome. I heard that. There we go. That was spoken about the other day too.
What's the crystal?
Yeah, and how the children basically, like the crystal children, came together without moms knowing. Like she didn't, order it, demand it, or had that idea. The crystal children basically came together and created that light grid on their own. And that's really cool. That's fascinating, and kind of reminds me of what Jesus said of, you have to see the world through the eyes of a child to, and I had yesterday.
Yeah, just to share real quick.
Yeah.
Our crystal schools are currently online based. We do pray for the day that we physically have actual building, but maybe we won't. I don't really know how it's going to work out. Ultimately, though, at the moment, we are completely online based, which is to really assist in the transition out of the regular public education system and allow parents, if they so choose, to homeschool their children. And so we give a good curriculum available to you. And we're also about helping you as a parent grow into your higher self, because there's what is called light cities. So you have crystal schools and light cities. The children go to the crystal school and the parents go to the light cities. And this is how we can really move forward into New Earth. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
I did find something yesterday. Someone posted in one of those Schumann resonance groups. It's just a short read, but I really love it. As crazy as the world is, I am at peace. I am aware many of my rights might be taken away if I do not take the jab, vax, whatever.
Oh no, the jab.
But I know that I am not here to be comfortable all the time. I'm here to make a change on this planet, even if I die doing so, for not participating in the narrative. I did not come here to play in the same world that was destroying the human and the planet. I did not come here to make people feel comfortable. I did not come here to compromise my soul so I can go to a concert or get on a plane for a temporary experience or vacation. I came here to be of service, and that requires etheric balls. I will not give up my mission to make you or anyone else feel comfortable. I came here to make a change, and I will do that even if I stand alone. You never stand alone. We're all in this together. Where we go one, we go all, and we did come here to change it and to flip it with joy and with excitement, and following Mom's example. The change is, for example, the transition into the crystal schools. The change is for you to, for example, to just take that, the leap of faith. So you, for example, book one of those sessions we have.
Oh.
And we have them for 50% off.
We've never done that.
Half off all sessions. 99 portal is coming, and
yes.
The 9 stands for completion. So the biggest joy that we could give to our creator, obviously, is the embodiment of our higher self. The full dissolvement of all of that ego mind crap, and the full step into who you truly are, who is love everywhere present. And those sessions help with either the actual etheric surgery, can be an astrology chart. It can be human design. It can be whatever you want it to be.
You're kidding me.
You can go on our website, check it out. 50% off the sessions.
Stop.
Szechuan.
Stop, Kat.
No, always a little grander. Yay, nice. It's higher self summertime. Don't get your you don't need the bikini shape. You need your love everywhere present.
Get your heart on.
Get your heart on.
Get your heart on.
Nice.
Yeah, 50% off sessions. I don't remember the last time we ever did that. Ever. So please grab them while you can. You got 12 days or 13 days, 12 days from now. So a beautiful, beautiful sale right now, beautiful blessing. If you definitely had some things happen during the Lionsgate and the recent full moon in Aquarius, and you're having a lot of things going on with you, book a session. We like Kat just said, you can do the etheric surgery if you haven't already. You can do an upgrade.
I just wanted to. It's till 9/11. It's not only till the 9/9 gate. It's all the way until 9/11.
Oh,
why? Because it's a call from your creator.
It really is a 911 call for real. Get your sessions in. It's a lot of fun. If you're really like, if you're even out there right now and you're like, I don't know about these people, I'm listening, but I don't really know, then book a spin back in session. That'll be with the discount, $11.11. And we'll talk to you for a solid 20 minutes. And just basically the spin back in is that this thing's going on in my life. I'm spinning on it. I'm not centered on it. Please help me. And then we'll be able to get really clear and tap into what's going on, and then help guide you towards being centered once again. Really simple little thing. And it's such a blessing for just like penance.
Right.
But yeah, the astrology, if you haven't picked up an astrology, please do.
Cool. Tarot, Bobby's just said tarot.
That's Bobby.
Amazing.
Come on, there's so many options there. We don't just offer the etheric surgery. We have so many other sessions that we offer where we ourselves really give up of our energy and our skill set. And, you got Aurora is a grand astrologer. Bobby is the card lady as per God. She does the tarot cards. It's her intuition with them that's really solid.
It's amazing what comes through. Like having that session with Bobby, it was, nighttime, evening time. And like literally I felt the whole room was filled with like angels and beings all around. And I'm not the card lady, but now that, Bobby's here. Bobby! And maybe you gotta come on a live stream the other day.
Maybe we gotta do that.
That's an original thing.
Yeah, with her on there with a thingy.
And what's on this card? One card fell out. I feel you brought that.
Yeah, I did this while Mom was talking, and I will give you one little hint that it literally in the description relates back to the title. Straight up.
Our title or that?
Our title that we made today. This card randomly popped out and flipped itself over, and it relates back to the title, Joy, the Fabric of the Universe.
What I really appreciate about Bobby is like how much she honors that it is, not her or whatever. You can literally feel how Mom is working through her vessel. In that moment, it's just a surrender using tools to be completely heart-centered, and then to just let it flow through and let the cards speak for themselves. And love you, Bobby. It's really amazing.
Aurora's already guessing. This is the animal spirit deck. We've used this a lot, everyone. So yes, this is an animal. It could be of any type. It is, though, real. It is not a fanciful animal. There are no dragons on this card. So yes. So love you, Bobby. We're so grateful for all of you. We're so grateful. This is it. This card, I'm sending it to you. No, I love it. I read the description, and it's just so essential for these moments. Okay, we're going to let a few more in. Thank you guys for playing with us. This is so cool. I'm so grateful. I'm sending it to you. I'm sending you. I'm making the sounds internally now.
Gray, yellows. So the yellows are the colors mentioned are really on
point.
Okay,
I'm just gonna do something while that continues on because I feel something about something. I like to have fun. Okay, maybe it's that one. I know someone's picking. You guys are picking up on something. They're telling me that's in here.
All right.
I don't know.
Interesting. The beaver is coming through.
The beaver?
Beaver.
It's not even close.
No.
Interesting.
Does it hold?
Does it hold right there? You might have to lick it.
I'm gonna lick the card.
All right.
All right. So
if you feel, got it.
It's not hairy.
No.
It's not brown.
It's not Sally.
But it got a bluish gray background, and there's definitely yellow on here too.
It's a dolphin, y'all. It's a dolphin. Got a dolphin. Look at that. Ooh, the colors. Oh, interesting. Let me just. Okay, I can kind of see what y'all saw with that.
And there's the yellow.
Yeah, even though it's more white, I can see where the yellow came in. Like you can see
and
yellow.
The bluish gray in the background. Dolphin Spirit says, "This and that are true."
So what it means is that, like, don't focus on the negative, because the dolphin spirit, living as a mammal and also a water-dwelling being, lives in a dualistic environment. And when you look at life more from the perspective of that, it's a beautiful thing, and that it talked about the fabric of the universe, which is
cool.
Yeah, it was really cool that came in. And it basically was just saying that you have to look on the bright side of life, look on the positive aspect, enjoy life and what it has to offer, as the dolphin does, and to really learn how to transcend out of any type of lower experience into a higher experience. Because the dolphin is what? Always enjoy. You know what right now they're showing me?
They're even the only other, like, being animal next to humans that find joy in sex.
That's true.
That's interesting.
That's true. The rest of them.
Fun fact.
I didn't know, because it's a good point to make that praying mantises, when they mate, the female eats the head of the male. So
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't know that? When praying mantises have sex, the female eats the male's head afterwards.
It's really weird. Isn't that the Black Widow too? Like
fire or something? I feel there's
some cabal shit.
Yeah, that's insane. That doesn't sound. Well, I don't understand. That's a whole other subject. But the point is with this is that when it comes to the dolphin, you have to really embrace it, the experience. And they are showing me, go find it. I feel it's 50 minutes. Old school Robin Williams playing with dolphins.
Oh, yes. I saw that one.
Mother had shown that once, and I remember watching the whole thing, and I was so happy I did. So highly recommend finding that. It's not hard. I'll even try to do it right quick.
Hold on, I'm already on it. You talk.
I know what? I'm gonna show it, put it in the chat. Either way, I'm gonna let them go for it. I thought you were pulling a card, Kat.
You said something about Robin Williams and dolphins.
So put that shit down. Here it is. Yep, 53 minutes and 39 seconds. Let me copy that, and I'll put it in the restream here.
And it's cool. There's another one of Coco the gorilla with Robin. He did so much amazing stuff.
Yeah, with different animals and such. So there's a YouTube video for y'all. Check that out. Yeah. Hopefully you can open that up on your respective social media network. I can see Facebook still isn't. Thanks, finally, Facebook. So check that out. That's something that Mom had posted before. Really fun. He's really happy in it. The dolphins are so cool. I love dolphins. They're so beautiful. That was my I don't know if I ever shared this, but my dream right before coming to the mission was, I was like, all right, I'm going to God. I'm going to New Earth. You know what I'd like to do? This is my vote. I just want to ride dolphins in the ocean. That's all I ask. So it's like, they're just so much fun. Like, they're just so beautiful. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mom.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a... Oh, yeah. You want to do that first? Since everyone was talking, a lot of people had the ping for the beaver. Lay a solid foundation is his message.
Perfect.
It is perfect. There's our little beaver.
To even read it.
So this and that is true was the dolphin, meaning there is no right or wrong.
Correct.
It's often one or the other side of the same exact coin. It just is.
It is what it is.
And Beaver says, lay a solid foundation. And to me, definitely what comes through, especially in those energies, is have, and it's yellow. Yep, it was yellow, greenish. Have your foundation with the spiritual disciplines. It's so simple that your ego is trying to convince you that doesn't matter. I can do tomorrow. You don't have to do it. But guess what? It's integrity. It's what Mom, showed us, that we can be consistent every day. Is looking in the mirror, going outside and ground. And nothing is more important than where you're at energetically. It is no help for anyone for you to be frustrated or stressed out or anything. Fill your own cup with a lot of love. First, love yourself. That's the way to fly, with gratitude under your wings and ascension intention.
Ascension.
Yeah, disciplines coming through hot. And I kind of feel too, because the deck just got, set up to be delivered to whoever ordered it. The divine discipline deck.
Oh, the new deck.
And which was the other one? There's two.
There's two, and
The
the elemental.
I feel.
We had so many decks going.
It's amazing.
And
I'm
finally
so
we
excited.
got the new ones.
Yes, and this one, I have one card out of the deck we already had, which is the divine traits. So all of those are divine traits.
And we had added on to that too, so we
And-
expanded it.
Yep, and then there's the beautiful spiritual discipline deck. There's so many disciplines that you can choose from. There's a whole deck. I bet it's a fun game to do with children, to get the deck, shuffle it, let them pick one, and that's what you focus on, for example.
We'll definitely get into things more like that for the children.
Anyways, here is
Oh, what's yellow? That's yellow.
That's
That's
yellow.
what y'all were picking up on. That's yellow.
Divine brilliance. And it kind of comes to the card with the dolphin. This and that is true, because it says, to view things as they truly are, from the true reality perspective, we must see past the 3D illusions of the mind by looking with our heart. There lies the dazzling luster beyond shadows. Only brilliance can seed brilliance. Mom created each of us a precious gem. Thank you, Mama. And I feel in the video she said that divine brilliance can come through, once you're in that flow and you just let go of all of your filters, your belief systems, your perspectives, see reality as true, unconditional love would see it, with forgiveness, with compassion to you, to everyone else, and use your divine brilliance to be brilliant today, to be creative today, third eye chakra day. Play with your cards or just be outside, enjoy this Saturday. It looks like it's going to be sunny today. Again, we have some beautiful gardening to do.
I love gardening.
Dig in the dirt, sing and dance and be in joy. I love you also very much. Thank you for hanging out. It looks like Mary. You see capital letters and Mary posted a comment. How can I go back up?
There you go. Yay. Love you, Mary. Robin did so much and loved all of them. He brought so much to humanity, all inspired by his twin flame, Mother God. Thank you, Mother, Father, God of all creation. I love you, and all love is. I am eternally grateful and thankful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I love you, Mary.
I feel you, Mary. I feel you.
Fun in the sun. Whee!
When you
We
really,
love you.
really listen to Mom's messages,
It's funny.
and you listen to her talk about Robin Williams, even the little message that we just heard last night, we should probably play that actually. And Mom will talk about Robin, and then in the next sentence, she will bring up Father God. And you will listen to this over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that no matter what, as someone who's been tested many times on who the fuck I am, that shit don't matter. The point is, are you being it or not?
And do you embody Mother and Father, within? Embrace your divine feminine energy, embrace your divine masculine energy, and embrace the balance of it both.
It's the biggest double-edged catch-22 sword ever, because you are not mother and father God, yet you are.
Right.
You are not them in...
But they are you.
Right. They're you.
Yeah.
They're you, for sure.
It's God experiencing
Yes.
this reality through you.
Yes, they are you for sure. They pick up on all your stuff because they're your parents. And then you have to realize, though, that you express your own individualistic manifestation of them. In other words, they have all the divine traits, right? They are the exemplification of that, of mother and father. You also are God with God. You are also mother with mother. You are also father with father. So that means that you have a piece of them. And now you express that individual piece more than anything else. And that's really what they talk about with rays of light and archangels and archaeas, because they have individualized specifications as people, as energies. You would call a person's personality. Well, it's more of an angel's asset. I don't know. It's just your skill. It's particular. So I love it. That felt right with Marisol. I'm just saying. And I let it, like I said, I let it all go. I am all about being in support of mother in and of herself, because it is about mom, and she is our creator, and she is the one that brought it all, and no one else.
And it's all about the space of no matter what, because no matter what, the light has won. No matter what, love has already won. No matter what, it's about you to tune in and align with what God already set up.
Yep. And express yourself. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you, everyone. I'm good if you're good.
We love you. We love you so much. Thank you.
See you later.
Mom, thank you. Angels, galactics, unicorns, dragons, all of creation. With you, with me, with him, with all of us, all day. Let's go and have fun. We love you.
Woo! Have fun, everyone. Love you.
Woohoo! See you tomorrow morning.